Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforce's problem minimize distance. Before we start looking the details of this problem and the Java solution for this problem, I want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people who are preparing for Java interviews and coding interviews. On my channel you will find a lot of helpful videos that can help you in your interview preparation and your coding interview preparation. There are over 250 solved interview coding problems which were previously asked by Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies that you will find on my channel, and those are solved and explained with examples and Java code. So if you go through those solved problem videos, it can give you heads up on solving different varieties of coding problems, and those constitute very important coding questions varieties such as graph problems, binary search tree problems, BFS, DFS, matrix related coding interview questions, as well as linked list and string related different coding problems. There are also problems covered that are with like binary search related coding questions as well as dynamic code programming coding questions. So please subscribe to the channel. This channel can be definitely helpful in your job interview preparation. So please subscribe it. So let's go through the minimized distance problem description. A total of n depots are located on number line. Depot I lies at point xi for 1 is less than equal to I is less than equal to n. You are a salesman with n bags of goods attempting to deliver one bag to each of the n depots. U and n bags are initially at origin 0. You can carry up to k bags at a time. You must collect the required number of goods from the origin, deliver them to the respective depots, and return to origin to collect your next batch of goods. Calculate minimum distance you need to cover to deliver all the bags of goods to the depots. You do not have to return to the origin after you delivered the all bags. Basically what it means is once you deliver the last bag to the depot, you don't have to return to the origin, right? Because you are already done. You don't have anything else to deliver, right? At that point you don't have to come to the origin. That's what they are saying. So basically you can just let's take a look at what input is given first. So in the input they have given us number of test cases, and then they will give us n and k. N is, for example, here, right, this is first example, so n is 5, means 5 depots are there. One is how many bags you can carry in one, like when at simultaneously, right, you can only carry one bag. So 1 2 3 4 5 are the locations of the depots. So let's go and take a look at this example on the whiteboard. So this input is given to us, and I just plotted a graph which is, this is, let's say, x axis, right? This is the x axis. So this is the 0 where we have all the bags in the beginning, right? All the bags are here, and these are the depots 1 2 3 4 5. So we have to deliver all the bags there, and at most one bag we can carry, right? This is given to us in the question. So which means that what we have to do to minimize the distance is we will start like visiting, let's say, from the smallest depot, right? So for example, we will go visit, we will go with one bag, visit depot 1, put that bag there, again we will come back here, right? So total distance traveled is 2, right? 1 plus 1. Then again we will collect a bag, we will go to depot 2, we will put the bag there, deliver the bag, again we will come back, right? So 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So total distance is 4. Again we will collect a bag, we will go to depot 3, we will come back again after delivering, so total distance is 6. So similarly we will go from, again from the origin, we will collect one bag, we will go deliver it to 4, and again we will have to come back, right, to pick up the fifth bag. So this is 4 plus 4, which is 8, and after that we will pick up we will pick up the fifth bag, and we will go and deliver the bag here, right? So total distance is 5, right? So if you calculate this total, 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 4 is 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 5 is 25, right? So 25 is the distance that we have to travel So as you can see in this answer, 25 is the answer, right? So this is the minimum distance to deliver all these 5 bags when we can only carry 1 bag at a time, right? And why we are choosing 5 in the end, why not in the beginning, right? Why? Because if we choose it in the middle or in the beginning, then we have to come back from this point. So this is the distance 5, right? We don't want to come back from 5 point back, right? Because we are that is the maximum distance we are going to be adding actually in our total. Our goal is to minimize the distance, so we have to keep this 5 at the end basically, right? We have to keep it at the end so that the last bag we will deliver there, right? So we don't have to walk back basically from that point, because that is the farthest point far from origin, right? So that is a kind of approach we are going to take. So basically this in any order this will be given, we will have to first sort it out, right? Always we have to sort it out so that we can always visit the last point, this farthest point at the last, right? Because so that we don't have to come back to the origin, right? Because our goal is to minimize the distance that we are walking. So this is one example. They also have given some negative examples, right? So I created one negative example for our, so I can explain you. So in negative example, you have a depot located at some positive points, as you can see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But there are some depots where you have to go left. Here you are going right side, right? Then there are some depots where you have to go left side from the origin, and those are the minus points, right? Like -5, -10, -15, -20, -25 and -30. So these are the 6 depots which you have to go left, right? And these are the 6 depots where you have to go right from the origin. So how to minimize the distance in this case, right? Now our capacity is we are capable to carry 3 bags. This is given to us basically, right? So 3 bags at a time you can carry. So as I as I showed you in this example, we wanted to keep the farthest distance at the end, right? So this is what very important to understand. So now we have to understand what is the farthest distance here. So farthest distance is this one, right? This is 30 from 0. This is not farthest, this is only 8, right? So we wanted to keep 30 at the end basically, right? So we don't have to walk back from 30 again once we deliver it, right? So that is what the idea is. So let's start like looping through this example, going through this example, how we can solve this example step by step, right? So first thing is, let's say we will create 2 lists. One is the positive points, so this is one positive points list and this is the negative points list, right? And then we have to go through all the both the list, right? Because we wanted to deliver all the bags to these different locations, right? So bags are located at point 0, right? So this is our point 0. So let's start like let's go with this first right side, right? So we can go to, we will start delivering from this farthest point, right? So first we will deliver 8, 7 and 6, right? So basically what it means for us is we will go to distance 8, we will deliver 6, 7, 8 when we are going at the same time, right? And then we have to again come back. So this distance is 8 plus 8, correct, which is 16. So let's say this is the 16th distance. Now we are done with 6, 7, 8, right? Now next we have to choose 5, 4 and 3, right? These are the 3, because 3 maximum we can cover in one walk, right? So now again we will pick up the bags, we will go 3 bags, 3, 4, 5 we delivered, right? Again we will walk back after delivering. So how much distance we covered? This is 5 basically, right? So 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10 plus 16 is equal to 26 we covered so far, right? So this is 26 we covered. Now we have to cover negative points also now, right? Because this is the case which is where we have negative points also. So positive we covered now with the distance 26. So now let's start covering the negative points. Now in the case of negative points, what we will do is we will cover these 3 points first, right? 5, -5, 10 and 15. So we will pick up some 3 bags. We will go -5, 10 and -15. So we delivered all the 3 here, and now we are again walking back, right? We walk back. So 15 plus 15, the distance is 15, right? This, so total 30 distance we have walked already, correct? Now we again pick up the bags to deliver to -20, -25 and -30, right? So we again picked up the 3 remaining bags. Now we started walking. We delivered all the points. -20 we delivered, -25 we delivered, -30 we delivered here, right? So total distance how much we walked? 30, right? So 30 plus 30, which is equal to 60. So overall total distance is equal to 60 plus this 26, right? This 26, which is equal to 86. So 86 is the total minimum distance we can have to walk to deliver all the our bags into these depots, right? So these are the depots location, right? So why we are doing this -30 at the end? Because we do not want to walk back from this 30, right? Because it will add a huge distance. It will again, if we are walking back after delivering the 30th point, it will again add 30 distance, and that's not what we want. We want to minimize it, right? So we wanted to keep it at the end, right? We will deliver the last bag here at 30. So this is the logic and approach to solve this problem of minimize distance on Codeforces. So let's go and take a look at the Java code for this example. So this is the same example that we just saw with negative points. So it has 12 depots, and these are the 12 depots given. So first thing we have to do is we have to sort this array, right? Because this our solution is based on sorting. And why we are sorting the array? Because we wanted to keep this maximum distance at the end. That's why we have to sort the array first. So once the array is sorted, what we will do is here we are actually, what we are doing there is we will go to the leftmost side, so -30 and 8 rightmost side, right? So total distance on the left from 0 is 30, and total distance of right from 0 is 8, right? So we will take maximum from this. So we will have to take the maximum distance, right? So maximum will be the 30, right? And 30 we will basically, we are coming back and going back, right? So we are, for example, we are going to 8 and coming back from 8 to 0. Again we are going to 5, coming back from 5 to 0, right? So we our solution is based in that approach. But so we will visit this 30, and we are just saying that we are going back to 30 in the solution, but that's why we are subtracting that distance basically, right? So that's what we are doing here. So as you can see, we calculated that maximum distance, and we have put a minus sign because we wanted to subtract that distance, because we are actually in our solution we are going to be adding it, because we are going to be simulating the walking is on the both ways basically. You are going to 8, coming back from 8. You are going to 5, you are coming back from 5. So at the end we are saying that you are going to 30 and you are coming back from 30 to 0. So we have added 30 distance, which is additional, so we want to subtract that distance basically, right? So that's what we are doing here. So after that we created a negative and positive lists here, right? We will go through this array. We will create the negative number list and positive number list, right, up from the sorted array. After that we will get both negative and positive list, right? So negative list will contain these numbers. I'll just highlight it quickly. So these are all the numbers which are negative list will contain, right, minus numbers, and these are all the numbers which positive list will contain, right? So that's what we are doing here. So after that we will go through the negative list, and we will start with I is equal to 0, and we will go I is equal to I plus k, right? Because at a time we can carry k bags basically, right? So that's what we are doing. So what it means is we will start with, so let me just remove back this coloring now, or let the coloring be there, that's fine. We can just use another color here. So what it means is we will start from this 0, we will go and we will take this 3 basically, right? I plus 3, So we will go until this point 5, 10, 15. So 15 into 2 we are doing, which is 30, right? So we are doing this 30, and again after this point we will walk again 3 plus, right? Because 3 additional bags, 3 is our threshold, right? So again we will start from this point and again walk 3 basically, right? Because 3 maximum bags we can deliver in this case. So that's what we are simulating here, right? So that's why I is equal to I plus k basically, correct? And then we are just getting the kth value and we are just multiplying it by 2 basically, right? So what it means is we will get 15 value, we are multiplying this 15 value, right? In the first we walked uh, this distance, right? We start at 0, we walked a 3 distance, we reached 15 and we multiplied 15 by 2. Again we started at this distance, we walked until 30 and we multiplied by 2 basically. So 30 plus 60, right? 30 plus 60 we are doing. And as I explained you in the beginning, we are not going to walk back from this largest distance, so we already are subtracting 30 from here, so we will actually get the 60 only, correct? So where we are subtracting it, I'll show you one more time. So this is where we are subtracting it in the beginning only, right? So that is the approach. After that we will go on the positive direction. So positive direction, I mean this direction is the positive direction, right? In positive direction again, so let me just so 86 is our answer, right? I showed you already. So let me just remove this coloring, a lot of clutter is coming here, so I can reuse this space. um, so as I showed you 86 the answer, we already calculated this 86 answer. We will verify when we run this test case. So on positive note also, again we will do the same thing. We are going to walk until 3 points, we will deliver. So 5 into 2 we will calculate, 5 into 2, right, which is equal to 10. After that we will again start from this point, we will go 3 distance, we reached 3 distance 8, so 8 into 2, right? Because why 2? Because we have to go back to origin to pick up the stuff again, right? So that's why into 2 is there. So it means that 10 plus 16 is equal to 26, right? And that one was 60. 60 plus 26 is 86. So this is what we are doing on the positive also. So it's pretty simple, and then answer we are just calculating and printing the answer. So let's go ahead and execute this code. So as you can see 86 we are getting, which is the correct answer, as we already have seen 86. Let's take a look at this example. So this one, let's change this one so we can verify that example. So it is 5 and k is 1, and let's just create one array. So we want to make sure that those test cases are also getting passed. So so this is 1 2 3 4 5. So let me create this one, 1 2 3 4 5. So this is our new example, so we should get 25 as the answer. So we are getting 25 as the answer, which is the correct answer, as you can see it here. And we can take another example. This is 9 3. So let's take this example 9 3. And we'll just update our array here quickly. -10. So let's run this test case as well. So 41 is the answer, and we are getting correct answer, as you can see 41. So this is the approach using which we can solve Codeforces problem, minimize distance. So what we did to solve this problem is we actually first sorted the array, because we wanted to we wanted our solution is based on sorting, right? Because we have to capture the like the maximum distance from origin, right? Like in this case 30 is maximum, right? 8 is not maximum, so we have to sort the array. And after sorting we created a positive list and a negative list of numbers, and then as we discussed, we use this k is equal to 3 approach to formulate like the minimum distance, right, as I showed you here. um, So the code itself is not very long, it's pretty simple once you understand the logic of solving this problem. um, so if you are new to my channel, on my channel you will find the dedicated code forces playlist which has a lot of solved code forces coding examples solved and explained with whiteboarding sessions and Java code. So please go through it. Also there is another big playlist on my channel called as lead code and lint code solutions, and those are the problems, like those are over 200 solved coding problems which were previously asked by big tech companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies. And those are selective problems in the sense that they are selected to cover important coding questions varieties such as BFS, DFS, matrix problems, graph problems, binary search tree related problems, dynamic programming problems, then coding interview questions regarding strings, linked list, priority queue, and optimizations. So all those greedy approaches, so all those different varieties are covered. So go through it, you know, it will give you vast varieties of coding examples that can definitely help you in your coding interviews. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, and if you like the way it's created with whiteboarding sessions and examples and Java code, please give it a like. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Your subscription to the channel is really important for the channel because that is the way the channel can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. The main goal of the channel is to help people as much as possible in understanding and solving different varieties of coding problems using Java. They can also watch these solve coding problems videos, understand how to approach different problems, how to build the logic to solve different problems using Java, and how to use Java libraries, Java classes, Java APIs to solve different varieties of problems. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Also share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you have any questions regarding this video, please put your questions below the description. Also, uh, if you like, share this video with your friends and colleagues, and I'm going to give you the Java code link, that is the GitHub account link, where you will find a lot of Java code solutions solved and explained there. There are a lot of different varieties. You will find more than 200-300 different solved problems there in my GitHub account. I'm going to give you the link. Check it out, and thanks for watching this video.